Welcome back. West Ham have signed 18-year-old French midfielder Mahamadou Kanté from Paris FC today. That makes it 9 new arrivals at the club during this window. Eleanor Roper has been speaking to Julen Lopetegui this lunchtime. She joins us live now from the club's training ground. Afternoon to you, Eleanor. Lots of change at West Ham then. Do you think Lopetegui seems happy with the squad that he's assembled?
Yeah, he definitely seems positive. He seems busy, very focused. I've been here for the last couple of days. Yesterday we were watching training. We got the chance to speak to Mo Kudus. Today here watching and speaking to him as part of this press conference. And there definitely feels like a really exciting feel to things here at West Ham. It's all change, isn't it? With a new manager, new training regime, new way of doing things. And as you say, 9 new players, with this morning being the latest signing that they've announced. I think there is definitely more business to be done here at West Ham, but one of the big talking points was, how easy or difficult is it to integrate so many new players for him? 8 ahead of their opening game against Aston Villa, and another new addition announced today. So how is he going about his job and trying to weave these new guys into his team? So here's what he had to say about working alongside the window and whether actually he would prefer it closed before the season starts.
It's true that it's no good thing for all of the coaches of the team that you have to stay competing with the market opened. I think that is one thing that maybe can change, because it's not normal that you have to demand one player and maybe he's thinking to go out. So I think that once the market is closed, all the players are focused in the real situation, and you as a coach too. So about this is one time, but we have to adapt. We have to try to understand what happened in the mind of each player and try to take advantage of all this moment. But it's true that if you ask me what I prefer, for sure that I prefer that when the competition starts, the market has to be enclosed, but it's not about my preference.
So Eleanor, the window is still open. Do you think there could be even more ins and outs at the club?
I think there will be both ins and outs here at West Ham before the close of the window, but it's not something he would specifically comment on. I would say he was pretty tight-lipped about a lot of things, whether that was team news, fitness of various players, lots of interest around when some of these other new signings could feature. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, again, a huge talking point here today. But he didn't want to say too much. He said he didn't want to talk about players who aren't here, almost as though it was disrespectful to the team that he currently has. But definitely we are expecting more business. Here's what he had to say about further transfers.
My best expectation is about the players that they are here. We have to think and put the focus in the players that they are with us. They are working with us, and they have to be ready for the next match. It is the more important thing, the only thing that we think, and to help us to be more competitive and better team. To talk about the players that are not here, I think that is less time. It's true that the market is not closed for us and for all the teams. Anything can happen, about the players that they can go and they can stay with us, or the new players. But the focus is in the players that they are here, and they can help us in the next match for sure.
Well, we can bring you some pictures now of Aaron Wan-Bissaka training here at the West Ham training ground. Lots of excitement around his arrival. He didn't feature against Aston Villa, but he has spoken about how excited he is to be back here in London, the city that he was born in. And lots of questions in the press conference about whether he will get his first start or involvement this coming weekend. Now, we didn't get an answer, but lots of people waiting to see whether we will get a glimpse of him on Saturday. One thing that Julen Lopetegui was clear about was Crystal Palace. He said that towards the back end of last season, he felt like they were playing like one of the best teams in this league. He takes this challenge really, really seriously this weekend. Wouldn't speculate on other games, Man City following the following week. But he says this is a real challenge for them. He thinks they're a great side, and he's excited to face them this weekend.